Hi guys, welcome back to another video of mine. I'm so glad you guys are here. If you are new here, my name is Rachelle. I'm so excited for today's video and you might be able to guess what video I am doing today because I have my book cart here. But if you couldn't guess, in this video I am picking up my November TBR using my TBR prompt jar. It is actually crazy to me to even say the word November. I feel like time just flew by so fast. Soon it's going to be December and then we're already going to be in 2024. Like that is crazy to me. But anyway, I'm so excited to let my TBR prompt jar pick out my November reads because I just love the idea of letting my TBR prompts pick up my monthly TBR. I don't know what about it makes it so fun and exciting. It's probably because these prompts are just so fun and interesting. I guess it's nice to see what books I'll pick from these prompts. I've done this video twice already and both of those times have been so fun. So of course I just had to do it again. So let's just get into choosing our first prompt. I'm just gonna give this jar a good shake before we pick it. Okay, the first prompt is a book that was gifted to you or you bought with a gift card. Okay, so the options we have on my book cart are Red Queen. We also have the Hush Hush series. We also have Serpent and Dove. We also have all my Aardvark book club books. We have Desert Creatures. We have The Key to My Heart. We have Gilded Mountain. And then we also have The New Life. And I think that might be all here. For this prompt, I think I'm gonna go with Hush Hush. This is a YA fantasy. It's an old series, but I heard it's really good. I was gifted this series a while ago, but I just haven't touched it because there have been so many other books that I wanted to read first, and I ended up picking those up instead of this one. But of course, thanks to this prompt, now I have a reason to pick up this book and I'm so excited for it. If you guys don't know what this book is about, let me read the book description for you guys. When Nora and Patch are forced together as lab partners, Nora would rather fall to her death than put up with his elusive answers to her questions and his infuriatingly handsome face and hypnotizing eyes. It seems Patch was put on Earth to drive her crazy. But before long, Nora's defense starts to break down as her curiosity about Patch heats up. Why does he always seem to be wherever she is and know exactly what she's thinking? How does he know what to say to both attract and repulse her? And what is up with those V-shaped scars on his chiseled back? As their connection grows, Nora's own life becomes increasingly fragile. Nora needs to decide, is Patch the one who wants to harm her or the one who will keep her safe? Has she fallen for one of the fallen? This book sounds like a fantasy romance, which is right up my alley because I love books that have a strong element of romance in it. I don't know, it just makes it more of an exciting read for me. Because I love reading fantasy and romance as two separate genres, so putting them together makes it even more of a fun and amazing read. Hopefully I get to this book in November. It's just sometimes I'm not very good at following my TBR. It's sad, but it does happen, so hopefully I get to it. I'm gonna put this book at the top of my book cart here so you guys can see my November TBR. Okay, let's pick out a second prompt. A book talk viral book or any popular book talk book. Our book choices for this prompt are Once Upon a Broken Heart, Divine Rivals, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and A Little Life. This one I'm kind of stuck in between two options because I really want to read the Once Upon a Broken Heart series after reading the Caraval series, but I also really want to read Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I think they're both really good stories because I've heard nothing but good things about both of them, but I think I'm gonna have to choose Once Upon a Broken Heart just because the third book of the series came out at the end of October. So I really want to read this book and then the second book so I can get the third book. I'm so excited to see what all the hype is about for the series. I read Caraval, Stephanie Garber's other series, which is also the prequel to the series, and I absolutely loved it. The world Stephanie Garber created is just so fun and amazing and magical, and I love it. I also love her writing, so I'm excited to get to this series. Let me read you guys the book description of this book. For as long as she can remember, Evangeline Fox has believed in true love and happy endings until she learns that the love of her life will marry another. Desperate to stop the wedding and to heal her wounded heart, Evangeline strikes a deal with the charismatic but wicked Prince of Hearts. In exchange for his help, he asks for 3 kisses to be given at the time and place of his choosing. But after Evangeline's first promised kiss, she learns that bargaining with an immortal is a dangerous game and the Prince of Hearts wants far more from her than she pledged. He has plans for Evangeline, plans that will either end in the greatest happily ever after or the most exquisite tragedy. Doesn't this book sound so freaking good? I'm so excited for it. We also meet the Prince of Hearts in this book in the second book in the Caraval series, Legendary, and he's not really the nicest character in that book, so I'm excited to see where his journey journey goes in this book. Moving on to the third prompt, a book that starts with the word the. Okay, so for this prompt, we have The Key to My Heart, we have The New Life, and we have The Girl on the Train. For this prompt, I think I'm gonna go with The Key to My Heart. This is a holiday romance. I'm probably gonna pick this book up closer to the end of November when it's almost December and almost the holiday season, because I think it'd just be so fitting to read this book at that time. And I definitely think this book will be a good book to get me into the holiday spirit. This book follows Natalie Fincher, who has it all: a handsome new husband, a fixer-up cottage of her dreams, and the opportunity to tour with the musical she spent years writing. But when her husband suddenly dies, all her hopes and dreams instantly disappear. 2.5 years later, Natalie is still lost. She works, sleeps, and sees friends just enough to allay their worries. She's lost motivation and faith in love, in happiness, in everything. But when someone begins to leave mysterious messages for Natalie at the local train station's piano where she plays, she begins to feel a sense of hope and excitement for the first time since her husband's death. Before long, she finds herself on an unexpected journey towards newfound love for herself, for life, and maybe for a special someone. Doesn't this book sound so perfect to read during the holidays? I'm so excited for the holidays this year, and I think this book will be a good kickstarter to the holiday season. We have 2 more prompts to pick out. Let's pick out the 4th one. A book you think will most likely get a 5-star rating. Okay, I already know what I'm gonna pick up for this prompt. Right now, as I'm filming this video, this book is not out yet. This book comes out on November 7th, so it's perfect to add to my November TBR. And this book that I'm so excited to read and I think will be a 5-star is Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. This is the 2nd book in the Fourth Wing series. I absolutely love the first book so much. It was one of my 6-star reads. I finished reading Fourth Wing and then I immediately pre-ordered Iron Flame because that's how much I love the book and the characters and the story. If you guys haven't read Fourth Wing yet, you need to read it because it is so good. Honestly, I'm so excited for Iron Flame. I'm so excited to see where Violet and Xaden's story goes. I just need more Violet and Xaden. Also, the first book ended on the biggest cliffhanger and I'm just like, I need answers. So honestly, when my copy of the book arrives, I wouldn't be surprised if I just stopped everything and cracked open the book and started reading. That is how excited I am for this book. I ordered the special edition copy where it has the black sprayed edges. The book is actually so pretty, guys. It's gonna look so nice on my bookshelf. I was actually hoping that I would pick out a prompt that would work with that book, so I'm so glad that I picked up this 5-star prediction prompt. I just can't wait to receive my copy and read it. I literally just can't stop talking about Fourth Wing and the series, but I'm going to have to because I need to pick up the next prompt. We currently have 4 books on my TBR. Let's pick out 1 more. I'm only picking out 5 because I usually only read around 4 to 5 books a month. Okay, this is the last prompt. And the prompt is a book or author you should give a second chance. I think we have about 2 options for this prompt. We have Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. I read 250 pages of this book and then I decided to DNF it because I just wasn't interested in the story. This is a sci-fi read and sci-fi just isn't a genre for me. I don't really know what it is about sci-fi books that I don't like. I just find that every time I read a book that's classified as sci-fi, the story just doesn't stick with me. The last book I have on my TBR card that fits this prompt is Emma by Jane Austen, and I think I'm gonna go with this book. I didn't read much of this book. I think I read like 1 or 2 chapters of this book and then I decided to put it down because I didn't feel ready to pick it up. The thing I don't like about classics is that the Old English throws me off sometimes, and when I read this book, I remember the Old English throwing me off and that's why I put it down. It was a while ago though, and maybe this time around it would be different, and I'm really hoping that it's different because I really want to love this book. Let me just read you the description of this book. I never have been in love. It is not my way of nature and I do not think I ever shall. Beautiful, clever, rich, and single, Emma Woodhouse is perfectly content with her life and sees no need for either love or marriage. Nothing, however, delights her more than interfering in the romantic lives of others. But when she ignores the warnings of her good friend Mr. Knightley and attempts to arrange a suitable match for her protege, her carefully laid plans soon unravel and have consequences that she never expected. The concept of this book sounds so good, and that's why I really want to love it. So I'm really hoping the writing in the Old English won't throw me off. Okay, let's go over my November TBR. The first book we have is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Then we have The Key to My Heart. Then we have Hush Hush. And of course we have Emma. Last but not least, we have Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. Anyways, friends, that is all I have for you guys in this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing me pick out my November TBR. If you guys have read any of these books, please do share with me your thoughts on them in the comments down below. Or if you want to read any of these books yourself, please do also let me know in the comments down below. And I guess just for fun, if you guys want, tell me what book you are currently reading or what books you want to read in the month of November. I would love to hear what you guys are up to. And I guess with that, if you guys haven't already done so, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post lots of book videos, so if you're into that, definitely subscribe. It's basically free entertainment. If you guys want to stay up to date with what I'm up to when I'm not making videos for you guys, definitely follow me on all my social media profiles. I will have all the links to my profiles in the description box below. And I guess with that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Pull the key out the ignition. Run your mouth but I never listen. You hold me back, will never last. Keep talking all your shit. Wondering how all this started. You left me broken hearted. You flip my words, yeah, this love hurts. Keep talking all your shit.